Alright, so in this video series, we'll be learning how to program in C++. Now, in order to begin programming in C++, we'll need something that's called an IDE and a compiler, actually. So basically what a compiler is, it basically is a program that converts code that we can understand, like C++, into code that the computer can understand, which could be things like the binary code, basically. So anyways, in order to get started with that, we can I'll be using this compiler called code blocks. You can use any compiler you want, but I would recommend this because then we all are on a level playing field, and if any error occurs, then we will know what it is. But anyways, let's get started. So what you would want to do is go to the link in the description below, and right here it says code blocks 13.12 mingw setup tdm gcc 481.exe. Okay, that's a long name, but anyways, you would want to download that. Go to sourceforge.net, click on that, and it will start your download. Now I do not want to download that because I already have it, and in an earlier tutorial, basically a failed attempt to start the tutorial, I copied it onto my desktop. Now basically will run this, and you'll probably get a warning. Just say yes, and it will start up the installer. Click next. I agree. Next, even though no one reads the agreement, but whatever. Just click install, and it will say the target. It won't say this for you because I have this installed already, but I'll say yes anyways. So this will install. It does not take a lot of time, and yeah, it takes like 30 seconds or something. So we can wait till then, I believe. Yeah, and it's almost done. There we go. Now it'll ask me whether I want to run code blocks right now. I will say yes, and we'll click next and finish. So it opened up the code blocks IDE, and now the first thing you would want to do is click on wait a second, yeah, click on create a new project, right? And then we will create a console application, I believe. C++, yes, a console application to C++, and then project title will be tutorial. You can choose anything you want. I chose a special location in my computer where it is on the desktop and in CPP. I'll create a new folder actually on my desktop, and wait a minute. Basically, I'll create a new folder in my desktop called CPP, stands for C++, pretty obvious, and I will click open up this folder. Wait a minute, CPP, and we'll click OK, and there we go. Now I'll click next, and you can just leave it as it is and click finish. So now that we have the whole the project set up, you can go ahead and open up main.cpp, and this is what will be there with you for the first time you start. All right, and let me just explain what this does. Basically, include means this is a particular file that we want to include, and this file contains a lot, literally a lot of functions that we can use, basically. And Iostream, okay, that's a kind of weird name, you would say, but what Iostream is basically, IO stands for input output. So we are telling the computer to load in the file that allows you to control the input and output devices like keyboard and the monitor and whatnot. And we'll be using the namespace std. The std stands for standard, nothing else, okay, nothing else. And then we have int main. Int is a function type. We'll be learning about that more in detail later, but yeah. And cout, okay, I've heard a lot of people, trust me, a lot of people say cout. It's not cout, it is cout, and that just stands for C++ out. You could think of it as that way. And these two angular brackets, they are the ones like right beside your M key, I would say. Like press shift and press the key beside the key of your M, and then they should come out. And basically you could think of these as the mouth. Okay, this as the mouth, and it's basically saying hello world, and then we're ending the line right there. So if we build and run this, we get this program saying hello world, and then this endl right here, it says the computer to end the line there and start a new line. So it started a new line, and then it like closed off the process. Let's actually make some changes. If I remove this end line, all right, and then in double quotes, if I write this is my, actually wait, I can just remove this entire thing, and I will say cout um, um, this is my first C++ program. And if we build and run this, you should probably get this problem over here. You see, it did not end the line over there, start a new line. That's because C++ doesn't, is pretty dumb. You have to explain it to end the line over there. So you could just do endl and it will end the line over there. Now if I build and run this again, stop this first, oops, yeah, stop this and then build and run again. So we get these in two different lines, and basically this is what I wanted to show in this tutorial. In the next one we'll be getting into more detailed applications of cout and everything. It might be complicated at first, but trust me, it gets easier.